Hello, I'm Luigino Iobbi, martial arts instructor for about 20 years and a practitioner for almost 30. I'm here to introduce a special personal defense system that I've copyrighted and named Mastering Power Fighting, which for practical purposes we may call MPF. Mastering power fighting is the synthesis of years of martial arts studies, but most of all from the work I've done together with my maestro, who guides my esoteric and exoteric formation for the last 20 years. In truth, he is not just a simple martial arts master. His function and his worth go far beyond this sector, but I've had the possibility to apply his teachings to my profession, and Mastering Power Fighting is the result. When I first met him, I was a practitioner of Kung Fu, and from the beginning his teachings pushed me towards the search for hard facts, in a complete vision of life and my profession, and not just martial arts. Mastering power fighting, in effect, carries with it and transmits, to those who are in the condition to receive, a message that pushes man to reflect on himself and to rediscover his innate desire to grow and evolve. Let's not forget that martial arts were anciently an integral part of an esoteric program, which the purpose was a complete self-realization and the disciple's highest development. Without a shadow of a doubt, the Taoist and Buddhist monks, precursors to the Oriental arts, martial and therapeutic, trained and studied with methodical discipline, not only to reach particular physical abilities, but with the firm intention of bettering oneself in mind and spirit. This desire for spirituality, inborn in man, maintained in the best Oriental schools and transmitted to the West by only the greatest masters, is made clear today by the intent to harmonize the personalities' opposites in the search for full well-being and particularly energy, primordial source, matrix of all things, which is defined in the Taoist tradition, the Great Principle. The Great Principle is a kind of divinity, if you will, from which all things depend and spring forth. In our religious formation, we would call it God. According to Taoism, man has the ability to channel energy from the Great Principle. It is considered the space between heaven and earth, between the spiritual and the material. But the reason by which it is not able to function as a channel can be found in all the superstructures and crystallizations that have been created by the mind, which impede to express oneself fully and completely. This is why the Taoists say that the disciple must reach this state of Wu Wei, or non-action, rather, rediscovering the ability to abandon oneself and use the strength of the Great Principle, allowing the eternal energy to flow through him. This is the original meaning of the true martial discipline. Mastering power fighting, with its specific system of self-defense, is to become a reality in the 21st century, preserving the essence of the traditional methodologies, helping the practitioner to reach his true objectives, the acquisition of interior wealth and positivity. From a social point of view, mastering power fighting is not only an advanced method of personal defense, but may become an instrument of interior and civic education. The practitioner's intention must always be turned toward bettering oneself, defending oneself or those near from personal harm whenever there is danger from those who do not respect another's freedom. Physical training, scientifically directed towards personal defense, is the memory of the ancient spirit of the martial traditions and are the pillars of mastering power fighting, which will guide the individual towards a broader goal, towards self-knowledge and an ever-growing presence in one's own life.